Hello everybody, delighted to have our interview slot this week, and what a week it is. It's a week of all the voting going on for the Students' Union officers, so I'm delighted this week to be joined by our Students' Union President, Dara Martin. You're very welcome, Dara.
Thank you very much, thanks for calling in.
Great. So Dara, I thought we'd start off by us telling a little bit about yourself. When did you start in IT Sligo and then...
So I came here in 2018 after my leaving cert and had 3 great years as a student. I did sports and business, I did an honours sports and business degree, which was completely night and day compared to my leaving cert. I came in hoping to kind of sneak through the radar. I don't think I succeeded in that, to be honest. I'm going for this role after, but I was on sports scholarship for the 3 years when I was studying here. And then I decided through that probably platform that the scholarship gave me that I'd love to give back. So I was helping out at open days, giving talks to 6th years or prospective students. And then a few people said it to me. So once I kind of researched the role, it was definitely something that I was interested in. Didn't realise I would love it as much as I did now, and which is why I stayed on for a 2nd year. So I'm on my 2nd term as Students' Union President here. That's been.
And what a roller coaster it's been, and what timing with us becoming a university and everything, Dara. So there's just been so much going on. So maybe what I'd ask you to tell us first of all a little bit, what does the role of president involve? Yeah,
I suppose one thing I always say is no day is the same. It's always something different, and I'm sure it's the exact same for yourself. But I suppose the president is chief spokesperson of the union, and I suppose the main representative for students. So I think ultimately my first brief and the biggest part of my brief is just representing students. So making sure that they have a voice that's being heard and listened to, and kind of acting as the messenger and through the community, ATU themselves, the management. And sitting on a wider range of committees, the governing body, academic council, things like that. And then as well as that, obviously I work closely with the 2 vice presidents here, kind of promoting wellbeing campaigns, academic campaigns, and just trying to make sure the student experience is as best as it can be, and doing everything I can to help students. So I suppose that's a quick summary of it.
And I suppose after the 2 years, there's been so many different initiatives, and I saw recently you put up a fantastic social media post about your term. But maybe from your own perspective, maybe a few of the highlights of what you've achieved. There's so many now, but just pick a few.
Listen, I think we're in the middle of one highlight at the moment this week.
Yeah.
When I was first elected, to be honest, I didn't know what the Students' Union was, and I think a lot of students didn't know what the Students' Union was until someone from the actual marketing team suggested I run for Students' Union President. So there was a massive disconnect there with students and their union, and engagement was at an all-time low. We were struggling to get people running for positions. We'd struggled getting students to come out and vote, and struggled to engage students throughout the year. And now probably confidently can say we have the best Students' Union engagement across the country. Which I'm absolutely thrilled with. I'd be confident 9 out of 10 students on campus know who their union is, know what we do, and know that we're there to help. And it's reflective in the elections. We've had 20 candidates running for the positions this year, which is unprecedented for us. And we've had a massive historic turnout last year, and then we're also on track to beat our all-time record this year, which is we had 400 votes my first year when I was voted in. We had 1,400 the next year when I was voted in again, and now we're nearly closing on 2,000. So it's steadily going up. So that's one definitely big highlight. I suppose the second thing is probably the student safety initiatives and campaigns we've done, which is absolutely close to my heart and something I've put a lot of my heart and soul into. So we've launched the student safety Stop Spiking campaigns. We've received national recognition and nominated for awards for that. And students have given us tremendous feedback. So I think those are the 2 main points so far. Hopefully we can get a 3rd in before my term finishes up.
Well, there's certainly a huge amount done, and I'd just like to say on behalf of ATU Sligo a sincere thank you to you and the team here in the Students' Union and all that you do for the Sligo students. And what is next in your plans, Dara?
Yeah, so I'm finding it hard to move on from ATU Sligo. I'm doing my masters at the moment in professional leadership here as an online student in the evenings. So that's a 2-year program. So when I finish up here in the summer, I still have 1 more year to do that. I might try lay low and keep the head down for a few months and really focus on that. So managing this with the job here was definitely tough, and it is still tough, but I'm probably looking forward to a quiet few months over the summer and focusing on that. My thesis is next year, so try to get that over the line. And to be honest, I've no idea what comes after that. I've definitely found a passion for higher education, definitely found a passion for student and community empowerment, and trying to inflict positive change from whatever platform that may be. So I didn't realise, I knew I was going to love the role, I didn't realise how much, so it is kind of bittersweet coming to the end of my term. I'm very nostalgic about the place. I have a lot of love for ATU Sligo, IT Sligo formerly. So yeah, I find it hard to move on, I'm sure, but I'll look for something afterwards.
Well, I think we're going to certainly remember you, Dara, and I just wish you all the best in the future. The world's your oyster, whatever you can do. The experience you're after gaining is huge. So I'm just going to finish by asking you a question. Is there anything you'd like to share with colleagues about yourself? Something maybe we don't know, or something?
You put me on the spot. I can't think of anything on the spot.
Where are you from?
I'm from Monaghan originally. If the accent didn't give that away, it's sometimes hard to understand. So I hope the video has subtitles on underneath. It might be needed, but I'm from Monaghan, and actually, I suppose interestingly enough, we all sold the house there in Monaghan lately enough, and we're now all living in Sligo full time. I think Mum and Dad are delighted with that. They're living here in Sligo. My sister's moved from Dublin. She was teaching, and now she's in Sligo. And ultimately, I'll probably be knocking around Sligo for a few more years too. So we came in as blow-ins, and now we're full-time residents in Sligo, which could definitely be testament to this place here. It's definitely made me fall in love with Sligo. And I suppose to the staff and to everyone I worked with, it's a nostalgic week here. We're getting my successor ready, and we're in the process of electing my successor. So I suppose a big thanks to the staff and everyone who worked with me. I'm sure some people will be looking forward to seeing the back of me. I've annoyed some people, I'm sure, and stepped on a few toes, but listen, I have a fantastic admiration for all the staff and everyone who tries to make the student experience as good as it is. So I suppose to thank them as well for working with me.
Dara, thank you so much, and thanks for being my guest this week, and I'm wishing you all the best.
Lovely. Thank you. Thank you.